dragon tales. Around the room the dragons flew, but Emmy and Max knew what to do. They climbed on the backs of their dragon friends. Now the adventures never end. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland. There's Ford, he's the biggest, not so brave of heart. There's Cassie, so shy, also very smart. There's Zack and Wheezy, and the tales are fun, 'cause you know two heads are better than one. Dragon tales, it's almost time for dragon tales. Come along, take my hand, let's all go to Dragonland.
Hello. Welcome back to Deadfire. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Okay. We have made it up to the far northwest corner of the map. We are going to go here, and then eventually, I believe... Oh, wait. I don't remember. But the plan is to fairly soon actually get to plot stuff, which I think will be okay. Outcast Respite. I mean, why is that its own, like, thing? That's weird. Oh, I guess some of that is like Subterranean Temple. Yeah. Temple, okay. I guess those are their own. Why is this thing feels very slow, but Kuhu's Maw, okay. Which is a different place than the other Maw. Hi, Shibo. That is Rosa on the couch. Looking very serene. Oh, let's not get in the storm. A school of fish? So I think that's Captain Henka's treasure. Oh boy. Let's go. We're just doing some exploration. We're gonna go, we have a quest on this island, so we're gonna go here. And then our main quest is over here, which I intend to get to today. So this is the quest we're about to do. Oh wait, never mind. That quest is actually here. Alright, not up here. I don't actually know what's up here then. I thought we had a quest here. No. Yeah, I really don't have any actual quests aside from this one and the main quest of the DLC. The rest of these are bounties and like waiting quests. So I don't know what this village actually is. Sift through the wreckage. Give me that loot. Oh. I already had one of those, I think. What is this? This is a camp. Oh, some ale. Just gotta grab that leftover ale. The area seems unremarkable for a set of large rocks placed in triangular formation. You compare the barren desert pass with the notations and landmarks of Captain Henko's map. Oh, this is the... Okay, I forgot about this. I had this one person who wanted me to kill these, like, 5 people who were all on this part of this crew that, like, I don't remember, killed a relative or did something that, you know, she wanted revenge for. And we killed them, and they each had a part of a map. Like, you know, classic. The treasure map was torn up into pieces, and each of them had one. So we got all the pieces, and we put it together, and we made a map to... But it didn't even give us a quest for it. It wasn't like a... That's why I forgot about it. But this is where that is. This is the site of his buried treasure. Alright. You dig at the spot until your shovel hits a bag of coins bursting at the seams. Kneeling to gather up armloads of riches, you spot the corner of a buried chest. You dig faster and pry open the chest. A fortune in jewels and goods sparkle in the light. Oh, this is just totally straight so far. Sure, nothing bad's gonna happen. Wow. Ooh, what is that? Ooh. Special magic... Alright. I mean, I don't think we're gonna use it because no one wears chain. But it is very good chain. And it's a lot of money. Well, probably. I really appreciate this game's commitment to actually having different like currencies. I mean, these are just copper pieces, silver pieces, and gold pieces, but there are, like, other ones as well. There's a bunch of other ones that are unique to the different cultures, but everyone kind of accepts them. And they all just kind of get translated, yeah, into money values. But it means I have no idea how much money I'm looking at. The lore... Outlaw Hira Magnera, free trader, wore the suit of mail when she mounted her legendary assault on the prison in Hell's Gate. Wow, Hell's Gate. To rescue her imprisoned husband from the clutches of a corrupt Deerwooden bailiff. Magnera faced the entirety of the prison garrison, fighting her way from the gates to the dungeon tower, where the bailiff himself stood between her and her husband's cell. Two engaged in a ferocious duel of sabers. The warden, though skilled, was no match for Magnera. As many glancing bows failed to penetrate her chainmail, he could do nothing more than curse the outlaw's name as she cut him down. She was on her solo challenge, apparently, not bringing anyone with her. Also, this thing makes me funny, or makes me laugh, sorry, I find it funny. I was like, my brain got confused as to which one to say there. Because Josh Sawyer, who is the director on this game, as well as the previous Pillars of Eternity and New Vegas and other stuff, he has been tweeting the past few weeks about Game of Thrones, and one of the things he's brought up is like the fact that armor, you know, doesn't actually, like, every vendor accepts every currency. It literally, when you get the currency, it just translates it into money, like into a money value. That's how much money you have, so you don't actually have all these different currencies. That's just how they show up in the loot, basically. But he was talking about the armor and, like, basically just the fact that, like, you know, like, people are, like, in fucking breastplates and they get stabbed through them. And then, you know, sometimes people are in, like, leather armor and survive, like, getting, you know, hit with a massive weapon. And it's like, you can't stab through a breastplate. Like, you could definitely, obviously, kill someone who is in a breastplate. It's just like, why you just don't, they're just not staging it in a way that, you know, actually, like, makes the armor have any purpose. Yeah, this is like, so this is our money, is 62,000. I think this is copper. So it just translates it into this number. If we look at our inventory, we don't actually have, like, we do have the gems. The gems because the gems are crafting materials, but you can also sell them, obviously. But we don't have any, like, currencies, so it's just a like flavor for the loot, which is fine. It would be, I mean, if they forced you to, have merchants that accepted different currencies, also because, you don't have any weight limits on anything, I just have mountains and mountains of stuff. If it was a logistics game, it would be, I mean, it'd be a very different game. What is that? I would be interested in that kind of game, but it would be a very different game. They'd have to be designed around that stuff. Hello? Oh!
I said no to talk. The drowned barrows are closed.
Why do you have a giant imp statue? Should have brought my imp. An elderly dwarf folds her arms, her disapproving frown warping the tattoos that encircle her face. There are no tattoos on that art. On her face.
If you want to join your son, you can offer yourself to Nemnock next season.
What? Did I miss Nemnock offering season again? What's going on?
An outlander.
Tatak goes starry-eyed with awe, but a hard look from Anik silences him.
This is Drunvik business, none of yours.
She turns her nose up at you. Interesting to see these guys here.
Our elders crossed the land bridge to protect their children. You disgrace their memory, feeding our young to the mountain, Anik.
The auburn-bearded dwarf waves toward an imposing peak on the horizon, its cliff face shaped like a leering skull. Oh boy, it's Skull Island.
Nemnock will release my son, or perish.
Tatak utters the words in a hate-filled whisper that causes Anik to hiss through her teeth. What happened to your son? Oh, let's listen. That's my... Normally it's say nothing. Elvac, did I not update my game? Didn't I? Oh, it didn't. Okay, I definitely selected it. It just didn't get, like, saved for some reason. That's weird. I remember, like I went into that drop down and typed it and clicked. I guess it didn't click fully or something. Chip, how did you? Oh boy. I'm sorry. I'm gonna blame that on Twitch though, because I did actually like go to change it and typed it in, and I thought I clicked it, but yeah, this is still Deadfire. I for one blame Bezos. Fair. Okay. What? Oh, we're listening. That's right. Because usually it says say nothing, which is always my option of choice, but let's listen this time.
Kali served the tribe. You should live by
Oh,
his
Kali.
example and stop speaking foolishness.
I lived a full life in the shadow of the barrows. Kali deserves the same.
If you reject Nemnock's accord, then you are truly lost. May Kali find peace in the embrace of the Mighty One.
Anik grits her teeth and marches across the settlement, turning her gaze to linger on the distant outline of the mountain.
Spit on Nemnock.
Huh. I like these little houses. It's interesting. Hungry dog. Hello, Ulk. Hi, boy. Party is less likely to be hit. Well, that's nice. Palagina, you need a doggy. Gobble? Oh. Don't mind if I do. Fish have long since dried and lost their order. Another dog? Why are you guys not taking care of your dog? No, the pets are not consumed. This is, the quick items are the consumables. The personal inventory... I don't actually know what the point of personal inventory is. Unless it's like, if you actually... I assume you could probably turn on the option that things... No. Can you turn on the option that, like, things don't go to your stash? Or, like, you can't just access your stash all the time? You could in Pillage 1, but I don't know that you can in this game. I don't know what the point of personal inventory is. So I just fill everyone's inventory with pets. Oh, Aloth doesn't have pets. Why doesn't Aloth have pets? Because who doesn't want a personal inventory of a bunch of pets? Aloth doesn't deserve pets.
Outsider, you come for food?
A merchant squares her shoulders and folds her arms. Sure.
As you wish.
She nods stiffly and gestures to her wares. Nature's embrace? Not interesting.
Some ink must have leaked through Anik's skull if she thinks I'll stand idly by.
Tatak murmurs to himself as he presses a fine chisel into the scales of his armor, engraving runes one laborious curve at a time. Watch out, a three-headed Nemnock. Let's lean in for a closer look at the engraving. The runes are in the Nasatak language, at least half of which spell out a litany of violent and colorful curses. Chisel goes askew and draws a harsh line across the iron. Tatak's eye twitches.
Ah, there goes the rest of my day. What do you want, Outlander?
Sparing you a glance, Tatak begins to furiously buff the metal with the edge of his fists. What was that argument about?
Our chieftain offered my colleague to the drowned barrows.
Tatak spits on his armor and rubs harder at the chisel mark.
Nimnok accepted him. An honor to some, a tragedy to me.
Did he just stretch? He just got up and stretched while he was saying that. Tatak sighs and wipes his brow with the back of his hand. What's Nemnock?
God of the island, a great terror of a being, but kind to us when we follow the rules.
I don't think demanding human sacrifice is kind. Or kith sacrifice. He shakes his chisel at the stone idol in the center of the village.
A false god, you mean?
I mean, Chody... Fine. Whatever, Chody.
He's not perfect, but he's our god, lass.
Tatak sighs up at the idol.
His likeness is the most any of us have seen. We only meet his ogre minions who guard the isle.
Oh, so it's
The
an
children
ogre.
we send, they face him in the mountain.
This Nemnock... he nods toward the northern horizon. This Nemnock lives in the drowned barrows?
Aye, there in the big mountain. Mighty Nemnock's hall of power.
Nods toward the distant peak.
Nemnock and the ogres watch over our tribe, keep us safe. But the cost.
Shakes his head and chisels a deep accent into one of his runes. What do they keep you safe from? I've heard nothing about a new god. This might bear a closer look.
Nemnock sure takes like a god. He demands readers, scribes, anyone handy with ink and quill. My colleague had the misfortune to be born clever.
So he's keeping you in the dark. Tatak grimaces to himself.
Did you say you'd go to the Mountain of Power? Would you find my boy while you're there?
Tatak pauses his work to blink at you.
We send other tithes to the mountain as well. Gold, gems, items of power, if such things interest you.
Okay, Shabo. It was. Mm, good luck. Tataka winks and clears his throat. I'll look out for Kali when I'm there.
My thanks, Outlander. I have no cause to expect help, but I'll take it where I can.
I didn't play Imperator the whole time. So if that gives you an idea. Tatak tentatively inclines his head.
Next time it'll be Nemnock who pays.
Tatak chews his lower lip and sighs. He marches toward his hut. Let's go talk to her. Muttering in prayer, the tattooed chieftain scoops palmfuls of sand into a stout mound. She leans forward and blows in the mound hard enough to scatter it into the breeze. A smile spreads across her face as the breeze carries due north.
I offer amends for the slight of Tatok, Great One. A gift of breath and wind for his wasted words.
She opens her arms and calls out to the northern horizon. Finally, she dusts off her palms and turns toward you.
Speak up, unless you're just resting your sea legs.
She raises an eyebrow and nods. Let's study her face tattoos. Let's just stare at her face for a little bit. The ink outlines a complex maze from her jaw to her brow. You get a little dizzy just from peering closer. Anique smiles as she takes note of your interest.
When I was born, the Holy Woman told my mother these markings would bring me luck. So far, they bring only more questions. But is that not the nature of faith?
She chuckles to herself. What's a tribe of boreal dwarves during the Deadfire?
Thriving, my Outlander friend.
Her lips part, showing strong teeth.
The elders of my youth told stories of those who crossed the sea by a great land bridge. Now,
Rosa,
I tell
did you
them
leave
to
the
my
couch?
children.
Are you gonna make me go move the camera?
The gods opened a path for us, and we trudged forward, spurred by inviting whispers carried over the horizon.
She nods toward the mountain in the north.
We followed prophecy until we found mighty Nemnock, who gives us safety, security,
What do you want,
and
Rosa?
a future.
Oh, do you need a hug? Okay. You want to sit my lap? Okay. You and Tatak were arguing about Kali.
Kali joined mighty Nemnock in the Drowned Barrows, against the wishes of his infidel father.
Anique folds her arms and glances over your shoulder.
Nemnock does Kali great honor. Tatok is a fool to think otherwise.
I hear that Nemnock is your god.
Nemnock is the god of this island and patron of our tribe.
Anique crosses her arms over her chest.
Nemnock gives life and safety to old Junvik. To feed the barrows with sacrifice is to feed our prosperity.
Why did Nemnock take your tribesmen?
It is not for me to question the will of a god, nor is it any business of yours.
She furrows her brow and pins you with a warning glance.
Kali was blessed to be taken. May we all be as clever and beloved as he.
Earlier you mentioned something about Nemnock's Accord.
In exchange for our obedience to Nemnock's laws, the Mighty One guarantees our safety and plenty.
Ah, your covenant. She clasps her hand over her heart and bows to the north.
One day, all of the Deadfire will accept Nemnock's accord.
I doubt that.
Speak on then.
Oh, get up here, Maya. What are you doing down there? Oh, I see. Uh-huh. So that was the... Rosa, what are you doing? Why are you getting into that? Don't do that. A mountain commands the northern horizon, its cliff face the likeness of a rotted skull. Scavenger birds circle high above its peak in a morbid halo. Yeah, let's go north. As you approach the base of the mountain, the beating of drums reverberates from the skull's gaping mouth and vacant eye sockets. Let's go in through the mouth. The overhanging jaw and upper palate eclipse the sky. An echo of voices from the throat of the mountain signal that you aren't alone. What's up, ogres?
Straight from one of my nightmares. Still as a pond.
Oh, that's interesting. We're under a foreground element at the start. All right. Oh, it's got like,
Can't hide.
oh, because it's an Etten, which is 2 heads, so it has very extra wide vision. Oh, it's also got some Scriveners. Interesting.
For me.
Okay. What happens if we leave and go in through the eyes? You think for like henchmen of a quote-unquote god that they wouldn't be immediately hostile to people showing up. Climb up to the eyes. Pitted rocks offer enough hand and footholds to climb as high as the bridge of the nose. The reverberation of drums shakes free an occasional pebble. Okay, well, I have no information on which to base this decision, so left eye. Make your way to the ledge of the orbital socket. A sharp drop leads down to the cavity of the skull. Lights twinkle in the shadows below. Voices echo up from an unseen source. It would take the right tools or an agile fall to make your way down. Okay. Let's climb to the right eye. Navigate to space stoltry, once again situated between the eye sockets. You step to the ledge of the right eye socket. A short drop leads down into the shadow of the skull's cavity. Theo? Rosa? You okay? What was in the left eye? Voices echo up from an unseen source. Okay. Let's use our rope and grappling hook. You lower yourself down in the shadows of the cavern. You pause to survey surroundings. The oppressive beating of drums throbs in your ears. This is the one that uses like a skill or an item, so this must be the right one, right? Hi, Rosa. Hello. Oh, look.
Steady does it.
I hope he is just an imp. Somehow commanding these ogres. Oh, hello. Oh, well, you guys aren't hostile, so that's good.
What's this? I already told those Aeton clods we're at capacity for scribes and acolytes. Those incessant drums have beaten our guards senseless.
The robed acolyte curls his lip and advances on you with a look of frank appraisal.
We aren't accepting new recruits. Now go! Our progress wallows as you degrade the left eye with your presence.
He makes a shooing gesture. Sorry, I'm new here. Should I be in the right eye?
I tell you exactly where to go. This mountain has no rear end.
Wow. Wow. He folds his arms and scowls.
Only Nemnok's chosen are allowed here. And we're all full up. I should kill you for even glimpsing this sanctum uninvited.
Bluff of 20 required. I have 4. Suppose I'll leave then.
Seeing as Nemnok hates unexpected company, let me summon an escort.
Canuck winks and snaps both of his fingers at once. Oh, okay. Now you're gonna attack me. Well, that was a bad move, friend. I mean, these guys are like, there's not very many of them. Can't imagine this is gonna be. Let's see. Weak reflex and deflection. Whoop, what happened? Alright, just took a bit. Oh yeah, are we still trying to... We are still trying to kill enemies with empowered attacks. Oh, we haven't rested, so she only has the one. Alright. Hey, you did it. I hope. No, wait, what? What? Fuck. The damn bird killed him. Where the fuck even is the damned bird? Oh, right there. Wow. That bird has a lot of health. Has it more health than I do? Alright, well, she's out of empowers, so we can't even try that again until... Did you not get your thingy?
Give me a hand here.
There we go. Well, one of them got asleep.
Glory be to God! I need to try. Take him down. Yes.
I'm here. Oh?
Let's go. Huh?
Yeah! No. Oh, he's just a little too late, Aloth.
How may I help?
One of these days. Wow, some superb armor. Well, Canuck's memo. One of those Eden Claudes accidentally kicked the switch to the Master's private storage room and nearly snapped it off the wall. Is the sacred duty of playing drums and wandering the halls so boring that they had to dismantle our home brick by brick? Took the liberty of pushing some barrels of lamp oil against the switch. He said anyone who kicks those won't live to regret it. None of you should need to enter the storage room, but I want no delays. The Master calls for his favorite cloak. Alright.
How may gladly.
Well, give me that shit.
Real quiet now.
Alright, so that's down. Presumably back to where we started. Whoop, whoop, hi. Kinda think we're probably gonna. Oh god! Fuck. I was like, I probably think we're probably gonna have to kill everyone, but we can try to avoid it for a bit. But I failed. Because I didn't think he was coming this way. I thought he was gonna go back the other way.
See that, Ishi?
You don't really need to do that. Just do normal shit.
It's not supposed to happen. There.
Oh?
Oh god, it takes so long to cast that thing. Oh, did he actually do it? He did it! We got a Spectre! Because he killed the guy with that thing, finally. That's cool. Obviously not necessary, but it's cool. Look at it go.
Smart stoning.
You're really having this hard of a time killing. Wow, he like. What fucking petrified everyone? Oh, and just casted the petrify spell. Wow.
What now? I am ready.
I'll just kill him.
Take him down.
I crit a Shiza. But Shiza killed you,
I'm
so
listening.
joke's on you. Oh, give us that brutish blood.
Speak freely. Just say the word. What have we here?
Note on the forge. To serve as a general reminder that the flame knockout sensitive to disruption. If you must venture downstairs, try to give Forge Master Tithus a wide berth while she's at work. Many of her staff have not enjoyed favorable encounters with Kith in the past and use the Forge as a kind of creative outlet, so let's do our part to keep them comfortable. Act like Kinnock. Seems like he kind of runs this place.
We're not alone.
Can't hide from me.
Whoops. Well, let's see if we can get back. Nope. We cannot.
Let's go.
No, Shiza, you get back there.
Right between the eyes.
They are they're actually weak to cold. Alright. Hit him with that again then.
Damn it, got away.
There's a one.
Oh, he's a. Oh, they're both fighters.
Take him down.
Hey, do that again. Probably not gonna succeed, but they have good stats. Yeah, they have really good defenses.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a Spectre. Everyone's dead. He immediately disappears.
Yeah. Eyes open. Careful.
Whoop.
Look.
How's it going? Hmm? Wait, is that deal piercing? Oh, okay.
Let's go.
May I help?
Bye. Wow, that was like a barbarian bard chanter.
I shall.
Be cautious.
Because I saw him raging and he was also apparently chanting.
We here.
Okay. Interesting.
What did you find, Ishi?
Hmm. Oh, that's the right eye. Okay. I see. So the right eye would have dumped you over here, which is actually a pretty good place to go, other than the traps. Huh. Thought we were gonna find the place where occasional sulfur bubble that leads to the office. That oil lamp, but I guess how do we get to here? Can't get there. Alright. I guess you have to go down and find it. It's not up here. We gotta find the forge. Alright. Interesting. Interesting. Wonder where... I don't know where Rosa went.
Aye. As you wish. Foes ahead.
Big ol'
Can't hide from me.
Oh, we made it. Just barely. It's interesting how this game has a fairly developed stealth system that I don't interact with. You can actually, like... Because you can... Abilities all have a... they have a noise value for activating them, and they have a... Let's see if I can see this. No, not from this, because it's a weapon attack. That also doesn't... Why are they not showing me... Oh. Why do these not show? Maybe it's only if it's different? Well, that wouldn't. But there's a noise value for on you when you activate them, and there's a noise value on when they go off at the place where they happen. And that's really, so you can use them, then you basically, you can, you know, use stuff that's quiet when you use it and loud when it goes off, and you can distract people and pull people and stuff like that. And it's like, I don't want to bother, but it's interesting that it exists.
You were saying?
Look at him go.
Take him down.
This is
Kind of
futile.
waiting for... I thought everyone else was going to come running out. What are we at our... Oh, because of his ability, his chanting, he's making us upset.
I cannot get you.
Okay. Really thought everyone else was going to come running, but...
Nice and slow. Of course.
Yes, they
Foes
did.
ahead.
They're comfortable just sitting out there.
Careful. Look.
Oops. I thought we could get past that guy. I didn't think about that. Alright, this might be
Almost. It is no.
an issue. No, we do actually want that.
Ah, that word and rock. I cannot get through.
Might as well be hitting the water.
It's very, very low reflex though.
How may I help?
Didn't work. That dog won't hunt. Say your prayers. Oh, thank
We're
you.
raw. Stuck.
Oh god darn it.
Yes?
Please just shoot him. Thank you.
Your orders? What's on your mind, cutie?
I need to try
Take
something
him
else.
down. Your orders? You see that, Ishi?
Oh, a lot of damage from that crit.
You were just say the word. Real quiet now.
Careful. Look.
Maybe we should just go in and go kill everyone else if we need to afterwards.
What did you
Oh god.
find, Ishi?
Symbol of death.
Huh, right between the eyes.
It's immune. Alright. Can you use this? Wait, isn't this deal slashing? Yeah, it deals slashing. It's immune to both of those? Alright.
Your orders? Give me the order. What did you... Real quiet now. Find Ishi.
Okay.
What did you find, Ishi?
I see. Gates of Death. Oh boy. The game crashed! Fuck. Wow, that was the Gate of Death. I hope that it saved on me going in there before it crashed. I hope. Okay, I just clicked continue, so I don't even know what's loading us to. Um, we'll find out. Might have to do some fights again. Hmm. Hey! No, this is the...
Nice and quiet.
Yeah, alright. So we had to fight everything again,
Can't hide from me.
unfortunately. Alright, I thought the thing was coming back. How long is its patrol?
Foes ahead.
Careful.
Death to those who oppose the republics!
Captain?
No use. I cannot get through.
Oh, hell!
Jody, where are you that you got knocked down? It is a little bit hard to see. Oh, there she is. Petrified's pretty good.
Glory be! Happy to oblige.
They're real fucked. Which is good.
That was about as useful as a bump on a pickle.
That's it.
What's on your mind, cutie?
Take him down.
Good old freezing pillar. The pillar didn't actually freeze them. Or paralyze them, rather. It was, this spell. Embrace of the Earth Talon. Freezing pillar just slows movement rather than freezing them. Sadly.
Sure.
You would think there would be a spell that freezes people, but I don't think there is.
What did you find, is she?
My fight
Oh, fuck.
spirit can only take me so far.
Sorry. I'm sorry, Palagina. Oh,
Soon.
God, that's awful. Those are like the worst fucking things you could get out of that. Holy shit. Ugh.
You were
I
saying?
hate these things.
Yeah?
These things are dumb.
Got him.
Oh, you got him.
Right.
Can we rest here? It seems like you should not be able to rest here, but how many of this shit does I have? I don't know. Be nice if I could see. No, not by name. Okay, that's not helpful. I want to know how much of the shit I have. Okay, I have decent. Not that much, but enough, I guess. Sure, we'll just rest here with all these monsters around and shit. It's fine. That means Maya gets her powers
What's on
back.
your mind,
So we
cute?
can
Not a
start
problem,
working
Captain.
on her killing people with that again. I mean, I know there are
What's on
more
your mind?
here.
What?
There we go.
Yeah. Speak freely. Not a problem, Captain. Yeah.
Shroom sucks.
Yeah.
It's a lot of traps.
Afraid I'm not dressed for the occasion.
Kali. Kalima. Wow.
We lay down our lives before your magnificence.
I can't believe
You
they
are
just
the keyhole, the stem
put
of
up
the
a
rose,
very...
the jewel,
Yeah. I'm really
the
like...
branches and the roots, the fertile soil, the life that hides
Yeah.
in water.
That's
You are the
a
well
choice.
and the bucket, the swaying of the corn. What's this? Who trespasses on our devotions?
Acolyte's voice echoes across the hall. A resounding chant from the worshippers continues uninterrupted. A bad choice, yeah.
Nemnock, Nemnock, Nemnock.
You've taken your last step in the Master's sanctum, Outlander. Nemnock will suck the marrow from your soul.
Delighted call rises from the congregation as they redouble their chant. Is that you, Kali? I met your father.
My father is a disbeliever. I have risen above him.
Kali balls his fist at his side and turns to look away.
Nemnock is the All-Devourer, the one who swallows gods and vomits forth their skulls. The one true power of Aora. Let me show you. See for yourself.
Spreading his arms wide, Kali begins an incantation under his breath. Many of the supplicants mirror the gesture. The beating of the drums increases in tempo. Then Kali draws a long dagger from his robe. Don't do anything foolish now. Draws the blade across his palm and hisses through clenched teeth. Leaning over the mouth of the pit, Kali lets the blood drop down. A hot breeze gusts from somewhere far below.
Nemnock, Nemnock, Nemnock.
This is just like old Valia.
Is it a loth?
Silence!
Kali grimaces and redoubles his prayers with more fervent conviction. I don't really know anything about Old Valia, but it does make it seem bad.
Nemnock, you are the gaping maw, the lidless eye, the shadow between stars. You are the red curtain, the secret in amber, the light of the Audra.
He squeezes his hand into a fist, forcing more blood to drip from his wound as he feeds the void of the pit.
Nemnock, 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 Nemnock.
Stop this, Kali.
Beloved Nemnock, come forth and let all non-believers wither before your killing stare.
Really hope it's just a tiny little imp. Kali holds out his arms. The air from the pit roars like an approaching inferno.
Yes! Yes! Nemnock comes!
I don't like where this is headed. Oh, he's a big imp? He's a big imp. The chant of the acolytes rises to a fever pitch as the enormous form rises from the pit and flaps its leather wings. I mean, he's big. I don't know if I'd call him enormous. A pair of eyes like cut gems narrow to study you. Nemnock, I presume. After a moment of contemplative silence, the creature simply turns its focus away without care.
What have you brought me, supplicant?
It gestures with an open claw, focusing on Kali.
Sacrifices, mighty Nemnock. Behold!
Kali gestures toward her party. The worshippers among the circle raise their hands and cheer.
You'll have to get through my bird first.
Maya narrows her eyes. She lets out a despondent squawk. I didn't come to fight. Nemnock, let's talk.
The mighty one has no need for idle chatter.
Do not waste your breath, acolyte. I sense this one serves another master.
Nemnock waves Kali aside and glares at you with hateful intensity as worshippers take up their chant anew.
Nemnock, 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 Nemnock.
I am the only master under this mountain, child. If you will not serve, your blood will fill the inkwells of my loyal scribes.
I like that he's obsessed with scribes. Nemnock's toothy grin broadens, eliciting a joy from the worshippers. A true god shouldn't need scribes. What are you?
Knowledge is strength. Or do they teach you nothing in the godless wasteland beyond my halls?
Nemnock makes a dismissive gesture toward the exit.
Every scroll and grimoire my servants collect swells my power, child.
Nemnock spreads open his arms. The supplicants mirror the gesture.
And with power, I will rain a terror long overdue on all who resist me.
Scrolls, grimoires, parlor tricks. You're no god.
Mighty One?
Kali turns to regard Nemnok with wide eyes.
Is your faith so brittle that it can be challenged by an outlander?
Nemnok's eyes narrow further. Its massive head shakes with disapproval.
Through knowledge, I am stronger than any mortal. Submit to me, child. Resist, and you shall perish.
Elvek says, "You're no god. You're a nerd." What are your terms of surrender?
Terms?
Nemnok blinks at you.
My covenant is this. Gather grimoires of power from beyond the mountain. Return them to me as a sign of your devotion.
Well, I already sold all my grimoires.
Do this knowing at all times that I am your god. Fortune and glory await loyal service.
Nemnok gestures to a pile of treasure under the looming statue. I have duties to other gods beyond this mountain. Where's my... really? Can I not, like... Obviously I can, I guess, walk away here, but... How do I get this kid out? Disband the cult without killing everyone.
Fool! There are no gods greater than Nemnok!
Nemnok! Nemnok! Nemnok! Nemnok!
The beating of the drums reaches a frenzied rhythm. Most of the acolytes are breathless or spent from their unceasing devotions, but they raise their voices in wild prayer.
You are honored to die by my hand.
Oh god.
Accept this blessing.
Nemnok points a long claw and screeches as he swoops in to attack. The acolytes take up a spirited cheer. Alright. Well... It's a lot of cultists. I'm hoping I just have to kill Nemnok.
I need to try something else.
That is a lot of cultists. Oh, he's got a fucking reflector thing on. Oh, that fucker.
Take him down.
Oh, we don't have the means to handle this without... Where's Kali? Kali's there.
Moeth, Ixie, Oneth. Still got it.
We really gotta get through his arcane reflection. I don't have a good way to do that. What reduces beneficial effects? That's what I need. I have some shit that does it, but I don't know what it is, so... Oh god, I did not realize how big that is. That's huge. Well, Pelagina killed someone. Right, he's blinded. Oh, I thought we could throw this at this point. I guess we can't throw it at this point. Kali killed a worshipper with an AoE, which is a thing that just happened, I guess. Oh, there we go. I don't know if this will work, but we can try it.
Right between the eyes. Your orders?
Maya, you are not supposed to be shooting worshippers. Shoot him. Arcane Reflection is still not down. You hit Nemnock. Good. That's something. What? Oh, he got out of range somehow. That's weird. Okay.
Smart stack.
No, Maya, why did you shoot Kali? Oh, I targeted Kali by accident. I think.
Get a clean hit.
Fuck! Kali got murdered by someone. Chody? How did you kill him? Oh, the AoE. The R, the DOT. Yeah. Well, fuck. I tried.
My amulet.
Your amulet? Oh, I wish I could. This isn't hopeless? What do you mean? Oh, no, if I had just unloaded, I could have slaughtered everyone, I think. These guys are really easy to kill. I was just trying to not kill them. I was hoping that I could kill Nemnock. But now it doesn't matter. So, do we just rain fucking hell? I mean, I'm definitely like, it's not a pushover, but alright, we might be raining hell now. Granted, we have to not, oh, he's immune to that. He's immune to prone, right? I mean, he's immune to... Oh no, he had immunity to ground, and now he doesn't. Actually, I'm not sure what he... Okay. Let's see, what is he... Weak to slashing, okay. These are both fortitude, so in the absence of that... Is it not showing your shit here? Oh. This thing has a weird... I don't understand the targeting on this thing. Freezing Pillar it is. There must be a way to do this diplomatically, but... Who's that? Me. Alright.
Arthek Worthen Roth.
Well, I guess now we should just be finishing, guys. Well, I don't know who that actually means, because you guys are all kind of high out. Okay. Well, that was good.
Stay back! Not any closer!
It's not doing very well. Let's heal up. You just use your second wind. That's probably not necessary. Oh, I did not really heal there. Why didn't I heal? Am I prevented from healing? No. Well. I don't have enough single target stuff. It's all AoEs. But...
Stay back! Not
Wow, did a lot of damage to that guy. Alright, I will heal. Oh, we got a new arcane reflection, which is annoying. Can you just murder that guy? Thank you. What are you doing? Go attack him. Oh fuck, I'm dead. Well, I mean not dead, but... Where am I? There I am.
Lake now. Right between the eyes. What now?
I'm fine. That's what magic missiles are for. I have a few of those, but...
This is futile!
Kill that guy, please. You need to do... I don't know, just heal yourself?
Yeah. Take him down.
Speak freely.
Jody.
Alright.
This is futile!
Let's just blind him. Finally use that last.
It is no use. I cannot get through.
How may I help?
Well, I'm guessing there's a way to do this diplomatically, but to like expose him and then his followers desert him or something, but I don't know what that would
Let's
be.
go.
How did you know? What are you doing? Oh, you're
Can't get a clean hit.
He's got a lot of armor. It does take a long time to kill here. You still have that. Sure. Oh, not that. No, no, no. Just do that. You got anything? Use that. I don't know what your chance of hitting with that is. Not good. But might as well. Said he's resistant to fire? No, he's not. He just has high armor, so everything is like bad penetration.
Hitting the water. I'm bleeding.
What the? Oh, ouch! I got the sun lance reflected on me for 111 damage. Woof. Well, that was bad. Do you have you don't have any more like healing?
No!
Excuse me. He's not really doing a lot of damage outside of when he reflected my own spell at me. Oh, he crit Ishiza for I don't know.
No one noticed that, right?
Oh?
He liked books, but a lot, but didn't gather enough to become unkillable. No, he didn't get enough.
Yes?
But
Take him down.
killed dragons and archmages. This guy is small time.
Yes?
Now that bronze colossus we fought the other night and had to run away from. That was a thing.
They'll fall by my hand.
She's is down.
No one
But
noticed that, right?
You're losing allies.
how are we losing allies other than a Shiza? Just fucking kill him. Oh, this is the actual thing that I was looking for earlier. Granted, still has very low chance to hit.
This is futile.
Almost.
I'm here.
You were saying?
Oh, we did it. Oh, he turned into a tiny little imp! As fizzling energy dissipates and the dust of battle clears, all that remains is a shattered amulet and a tiny, injured imp. Chanting of acolytes ends with a gasp. It really doesn't, because there's no acolytes left.
No, 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 no! Nemnok's amulet! Nemnok's wondrous jewel!
Scrambling, Nemnok picks up two halves of the now oversized medallion and tries to fit them together. The metal pieces fall apart the instant Nemnok lets go.
Broken forever! No! You no kill Nemnok, eh? Kind Nemnok!
The imp cowers back and raises its claws, shuffling closer to the edge of the pit. What just happened?
Amulet made Nemnok smart. Smart enough to read magic books. All gone.
Excuse me. Nemnok clutches its head and lets out a prolonged howl.
Nasty Arkhamir never taught imps to read. House full of books, eh?
Nemnok kicks a stone, sending it clattering into the pit. Of course, this is Arkhamir's fault.
Nemnok stole his pretty jewel. Learned to read, grew strong, grew big, eh? Nemnok said someday he'd fly back and free the others. Give them books too.
Sighing, Nemnok looks off to the distance. Now I feel bad. Would you like to join me in my travels? Yes! Looking up at you, Nemnok cocks his head.
Nemnok was God. Nemnok had riches, acolytes, power. Now must be pet.
Tiny imp grimaces at the thought. There's money in my pack if you ever feel like cozying up to it. Edging closer, Nemnok inspects her belongings and wriggles its nose. Offering the tiniest of shrugs, Nemnok opens the flap to your travel supplies, climbs inside, and rests his head on a small mound of copper pyres. Moments later, you hear gentle snoring. Holy shit, he's actually really good. Oh, it's just one additional level 1 spell. I guess that's not that good, but +1 max in power is pretty good.
Speak freely.
I wish I didn't have to kill everyone, but...
Speak freely. You were saying? You were saying?
I mean, I'm sure I didn't have to kill everyone, but I did not. I'm not sure what the route to that was. Other than intimidating him.
Saying?
Probably some kind of... Someone has lovingly rubbed the statue with scented oils, which are still wet. Ew. Ooh. Legendary warbow. Oh, that's cool. I'm not not gonna use it probably. Well, might give it to Maya as her backup weapon. Ooh, chromo-prismatic quarterstaff. Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Huh?
Mundane's shell is a shield. Holy crap. Alright. You're probably getting that, Palgina. I think you already have a special shield. You do, but it's only exceptional. And it's not actually that fantastic, so let's use this instead. Alright, none of that's particularly exciting, but what else do we get here? Alright, Nemnock. Yeah, hello Nemnock. This quarterstaff is really nice. Metaphysics would be a loss. Yeah. So we might do that as his secondary. I mean, he doesn't want to be in melee, obviously,
Sure.
but... I'm sorry, buddy. Your son was an idiot. I really tried not to kill him. But it was difficult.
Eyes open.
Let's go kill everyone else. Oh, did they leave? Maybe they realized... Whoa, there's a lot of stuff back here. Oh.
Steady.
Come back to that.
I wonder what this is.
Superb greatsword.
Keeping quiet.
That arcane reflection, I think, is really the thing that prevented me from being able to kill him quickly. I think if that had not been there, I might have been able to to knock him down a lot faster before the cultists all died. And it seemed like from the dialogue that they would stop at that point. Oh, Nemnok's cloak. Oh yeah, it's nice cloak. Plus 15% damage taken. Interesting. Why does Nemnok need a coat? Oh, it's a cloak. Like a cape. It said that he took it from some guy who challenged him. So there's still these guys, or there were, that room. We didn't go in there, so presumably it's empty now if everyone else is gone, but... For intimidation. I do feel bad that that guy died, but... Hi guys. So about Nemnok and about your son.
No god of mine steals a child.
Tatak stops muttering when he sees his approach. Oh, I didn't ask him about the other stuff. Let's ask him about that first. This is a handsome village.
We work hard to keep it that way.
He sighs and glances at each of the brick huts.
Too hard at times.
Interesting set of armor.
Junvik tradition. The names of friends and foes are engraved on its hide.
Bangs on his chest, grinning broadly.
Been with the tribe for generations. Good armor remembers.
I'm afraid that Kali is dead. Chisel nearly falls as Tatak brings his hand up to cover his mouth.
A curse on that wretched...
Sighing, he looks up at the sky and gathers his wits.
I knew this was possible, even likely when I sent you out there. The fault is with Nemnok alone.
Passes you a small pouch of coins and resumes his labors, his expression vacant and haunted. Oh, poor guy. Well, I got an achievement.
Outlander. Something to say?
You guys don't want to... No? Okay. You'd be like, hey, I killed your god. Thanks. Oh, okay. Thanks, Elvac. Man, maybe we won't get to main plot tonight. I thought we were, but I wasn't expecting to run into that. And that took a really long time. School of Fish. Water, the Deadfire, as flat and translucent as a sheet of stained glass. Steady wind guides the ship along. A scent of well-spiced stew rises from below decks. Caught myself a real prize the other day, Arena says. Slipped off the hook, though. Keep telling you to use a bigger one, Vector chuckles. Seem to recall that dark-eyed barkeep in Queen's Birth slipping your hook, too. Suddenly, Irena stiffens. Vector claps around on the back. Relax, it was only a joke. But Irena shrugs her hand off. What is Andra's name is that? Look, a dark shape moves under the water. It's almost at the edge of the horizon, but it's rapidly approaching. One of Galloway's spawn. It's coming right for us. Maya stares out the shape. I think it's a barbed ravager, a gargantuan shark known for ramming ships and sinking them. Cast defensive wards on the ships. Yeah. Chody chants, weaving defensive magic across the hull. Surfacing beast about 30 feet of scales, spines, and sinew. It looks like an enormous shark, except for wicked rows of spines running along its body. Each looks sharp enough to cleave a man in two, or puncture the hull of a ship. Beast rams you. Your ship shudders, hurling Vector into the mast. Sailor slides to the deck, unmoving. Whoop. Fire all the cannons. Sure. Or throw a grenade at it. Maya, throw a grenade at it. Directly. Oh, she grenades it directly into its gaping maw. She fucking jawses it. The head vanishes in a cloud of cartilage and viscera. Bits of brain and muscle rain down upon the deck. Holy shit. The crew swallows air, catching their breath. Someone below deck laughs. The rigging creaks. It's over. Wow. Impressive. Oh, I gotta take Mr. Injured off. There we go. I like he just is getting a rank in everything because he's just the guy who steps in when somebody's injured. Rune powder, huh? Pick up. Oh my god. Thank you. A Vampir's Crypt? Oh god. Oh, unexpectedly cold wind blows across the deck of the ship and the for several hours is not abated. Eld Ingram sheepishly knocks. Oh, this is the... Okay. Well, we will lead the crew at a ceremony invoking Andra's protection. Stone altar before you is empty, save for dried, flaking blood, bits of hair crusting its surface. Examine the altar. Space before the altar is smooth from centuries of shuffling feet and press of countless bony knees. Water dripping from somewhere above has created a swampy morass of mud behind the altar. Chip away some of the old blood on the surface of the altar to find a cobweb of deep gashes in the stone, a testimony to the many grisly sacrifices that must have occurred here. Search the area. Cursory search the area reveals nothing of interest. Great. Failed our survival. In the distance, you spy the entrance to a cave sunken into a hillside, barely hidden behind the stunted, shriveled trunks of leafless trees. As you approach the cave, something snaps beneath your boot. You look down expecting a stick, and find the splintered remains of ancient bone. You see the ground before the cave with new eyes. What you first thought were branches are bones, some half buried in the dirt, others piled in drifts. Many are bleached white with age. You linger at the entrance to the cave. The passage beyond extends into pitch-black darkness. It reeks of death and decay. Enter the cave. I mean, it was called Fampyr's Cave. I think we kind of had a sense of what we were getting into.
Huh? Right.
Well, that's a lot of bones. It's a real new Londo here. Where were they getting? Like, that's a lot of people.
Careful.
They get that many people.
Look.
Oh, it's just him, huh? Oh, no, there's multiple of them. Alright.
What now?
Oh, I have a gaping wound. Ooh, didn't realize. Kinda sucks. Why can't I? Oh, it's combat. A loth.
Arthek Worthen Roth! Ha!
Alagita got tornadoed. Oh god, what the hell? Okay, there are more of them.
Lost the lad!
Oh god, what the fuck are these fucking leaps? Dumbass shit.
You'll take him down! Improvement. Death take you.
They are weak to fire.
This is no use. I cannot get through.
Whoops. Not what I was trying to push. Oh, these guys do count as... Whoa. Why didn't I ever do this immediately? Because...
Happy to oblige.
God, I love that ability. It's really good. Oh boy, Kith meat. Great. It's in their Sage's Grimoire. Eh. I think it would make more sense if not every grimoire went up to max level spells.
Sure
So
thing.
you had to get like higher level grimoires to get spells, better level spells. Ancient Andrew coffin rests atop a worn stone pedestal. The Gift Bearer's Cloth. +1 quick item slots, +1 weapon set. +5 all defenses except deflection. Increases with history. Well, that's cool.
Happy to oblige. I hear you.
Who's good with history? Who is my history person? Is it Aloth? It's Aloth, I think. What's your current cloak? Shrouds of the Phantasm. +10% action speed with spells. Oh, while affected by a mind inspiration, which actually isn't that option often. Well, that's probably good then. Whoops. Let's see, how does this affect your defenses? Quite significantly. +8. Whoops. Yeah, that's pretty good.
For me?
Yeah, sure thing.
You're rounding a rocky islet when you see a ship drifting on the horizon, its sail luffing in the breeze. Rough symbols and painted onto it. Pull out a spyglass and peer at the symbol. It's cruelly drawn, but it looks like it could be a war club, or a sword, or a key. Other than the flapping sail and swaying lines, you don't notice any movement. But you do spot one body slapped against the gunwale, another splayed over the wheel, and an arrow buried in the mast. Aloth appears at your side and looks as well. That symbol looks like a variant of the leaden keys insignia. You think they're leaden key? Or attacked by them, perhaps. Leaden key members rarely announce themselves in such bold fashion. We don't want to know until we look. Let's investigate. Oh, boat babies. Hi, guys. Whoops. I messed it up, Dio. I'll get it. There we go. Painting on the mast. Well, we gotta loot everyone. Clothing. I don't know if we had any of that clothing before. Doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, we also didn't see what this looks like. The tattered robe. Ooh. And clothing. Where is the endearing clothing? There it is. Oh. Wow. That's cool. Also like my fucking like lightning gun. Ah, the thunder crack. It's not a very big ship. Oh, look at our little
I've got it.
fragment of essence quivers near a corpse. Most of the soul seems to have departed already, but this fretting, fluttering piece remains. It throbs with panic. Even standing this close to it raises your pulse. As you let it wash over you, terror thins your blood. Your heartbeat becomes the galloping of hooves. You fight to keep yourself from vomiting with fear, if only to avoid the noise. This was supposed to be a quick trade run, up to Nakataka and out in a few days, but you got lost in that fog, and next thing you knew, arrows were flying through it. So you hid here, between some of the crates, where it's dark, where the screams on deck are just a little quieter. You thought pirates were the greatest danger for merchant ships like yours, but the shrieking warriors butchering your crewmates don't seem like pirates. One of them is up in the rigging, painting some kind of symbol on your sails. Light spills into your hiding place. An Amao warrior, one of the Huana, you think, stands over you. Foreigners shall corrupt our lands no more. You are looking up towards the glare, and the Amao is silhouetted against it when pain lends the base of your skull.
Did you find something? You have that look again.
They were merchants, killed by Juana, who said something about foreigners corrupting their lands.
Well, that's a start. I found some unusual stains. I don't think they're blood, but they are rather odorous.
He wrinkles his nose at a streak of something, color of a fresh bruise.
So
it's
it is.
Kawiki pulp.
But what would that be doing here?
Wahaki hunters smear themselves with it. We're near their island, Oreo Kawiki.
Of course. The same group we met on Motario Cozy, as I recall.
I've heard they're aggressively isolationist. As for what that has to do with the leaden key...
He frowns, looking at the key-like symbol painted on the sail.
At least we know where to look next.
Though if this becomes anything like our encounter in the Defiance Bay catacombs, well, I hope we get our answers before the bloodbath.
He looks at you and smiles wryly. Is that where I disguised as a leaden key person? I don't really remember. Too much has happened to me, Aloth. Whoop, whoop. Knocking the camera over. Okay, so this is... So this, I guess this is, I guess it's not technically main plot, but it's very main plot adjacent, feels like. Oh, he is healed. I don't know why it's so hard to pick these things up. Milk! Oh boy! Milk. There's something very funny about just finding a bunch of milk. Oh, look at this tiny little... Let's go grab this. This tiny little island. And here we go. Just this one village. Oh shit, I was supposed to bring Takehu, and I forgot. Might have to reload. Depending on if it's probably gonna immediately go into cutscene. Nope, doesn't. Okay. I need more Takehu and a Loth though. So I'm not sure who I replace. Okay. Let's get on that ship. I guess we just trust we're not going to get into any big fights. Nope. God darn it. I don't care about any of this. Choose 2 abilities. Ooh. What do you get? Wall of Frost. Oh, that's cool. I don't care about any of this either. How many levels does he have? Oh, at least, oh yeah. Oh. Alright, 18 I guess.
Captain, a word?
What's on your mind?
You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison. We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say?
I would say I don't make light of the trust others place in me.
Well, then you have the distinction of being more generous than Ngati's chosen.
Letting out a sigh and planting his hands on his hips, Takeo grins with deep satisfaction, locks his eyes with yours, and makes no move to break the contact. You look like you want to get something off your chest.
Ikera, just so.
Please don't hit on me, Takeo.
All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone?
Fuck. God, Takeo. Read a room! Tips his head coyly to the side, letting his hair drape down with a moist squish. Oh, that sexy moist squish. Well, Maya and I...
Say no more. I will not add a fish to the love triangle of Captain, Sharpshooter, and Bird.
Smart boy.
Maya grins as she lets out a territorial squawk.
A pity you did not glance in my direction sooner, Captain. The pain of a missed opportunity. It is divine, I say.
There was no chance of that ever happening, Kehu. Shrugging, he opens his palms by his sides, his smile uninterrupted, and in every way unconcerned. Okay.
Right. That symbol. It looks like the one we saw on the abandoned ship.
Oh, okay. I see how it's supposed to be. Maybe, how it's confusing, but could be seen as a key. TK would be more likely to start a romance with the boat. I Daimon. Let's steal their shit. Hope they don't mind. So there's a guy up there who's not hostile, so that's good. Hope they don't mind me stealing everything on the way. Oh, I want a hat. But also a Rawatai hat. Oh. Oh, well there's... Huh. I guess you can go talk to him, probably. Rocky outcroppings pepper the face of the cliffside. You can make out the shape of stone ruins situated high above. The terrain offers an abundance of handholds, though the length of the climb alone would exact a heavy toll of effort and strain. Scouting a secure passage could help mitigate the risks of a hard climb. Someone study the cliffs. Maya squints up at the rock face, points at dangers which eluded you until now. You note the crevasse, which would otherwise have proven a useful foothold on the journey up, is home to a bulbous and pulsating nest of wasps. Oh, great. Higher still, a prominent ledge stands out as an intimidating obstacle. You know no other dangers of significance. Climb up. Begin your climb, alternating your attention to your footing and any less obvious dangers. Nearly avoid the crevice supporting the wasp nests and continue your ascent. Come upon a ledge that commands the cliffside. The outcroppings look like it could support an adult's weight that would take a nimble outdoorsman to plot a safe course. Send someone to scout. Safe route. Well, I think we're gonna have to trust that Pallegina can do it. Partial success. Pallegina makes up the top and gestures to indicate the safest route up. Pallegina was injured. She got fatigued, which is actually pretty bad. Make for some of the cliff, panting from the exertion, and grateful to find yourself once more on stable ground. So what is our goal? I want to speak with the Wahaki chieftain. It's a quest called Fruitful Alliance, which almost certainly means it's going to involve trading Gwiki fruit. There's no way that is not a pun. I'm not sure it's sneaking in the back ways. Ooh. You know, the best way to do this, but Bull is busting with ripe Quiki. It looks as if Ruasar's attendants stock it regularly to keep pace with the Ranga's appetite. Place the blighted Quiki fruit. Quiki smells particularly sweet and pungent, likely owing to their growth in the deep jungle. I'm not gonna do that, but place the blighted fruit when I don't know why I would do that yet. I wanted to look at... Do you have a belt? You don't have a belt. Alright, get this belt.
Sure.
Oh, they're all hostile. Which seems bad. Okay. Well, let's go back then and maybe try and talk to that guy who wasn't hostile. Climb down. A young woman steps up to the edge of the cliff and peers down wearing an amusing grin. She fingers the curve of a long hunting bow.
You keep turning up like a chipped Izada.
She nods toward Takeo.
Something keeps drawing me back to Oreo Koiki, I say.
Takeo winks up at her.
Don't let Awata hear you say that.
She returns her focus to you with a frown.
You went into the jungle for animal hides, I say, and found yourself in an empty clearing.
Continue listening.
Akira, silence is wise. You turned around and retraced your steps back to your ship, where it was safe.
She picks up her hunting bow and knocks an arrow, pointing it in your direction. Look, I just want to talk. Can we talk?
Not if you cannot listen.
With a sigh, she points the arrow to the ground.
If you came to blunt my teeth with chatter, try to keep it short.
I bring an offer of alliance from Queen Onakaza. Her bearing abruptly straightens as she regards you anew, taking you in from head to toe.
We remember the old compact with the Nekataka Queen. Do you have her treaty words?
No. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas.
Akira, the Queen must be desperate to send you, I say. Rasare will be expecting you inside.
She gestures to one of the cliffside guards to lower the lift.
Seeing as you've earned your way up from nuisance to guest, find me if you feel like trading.
Kapea folds her arms and strolls away from the cliffside. Alright. With the help of an elaborate pulley mechanism, this lift can be raised to the level of the plateau. Creaks of wood straining a rope accompany the lift's upward journey.
Akira, what now?
Anything I should know about the locals?
Buparo is our mystic, convinced that the whole fortress will come crumbling down if he doesn't keep to his daily devotions. As for the rest, ask around. I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity.
Well, I'd like to trade.
You're in luck. I am the only one on the island who trades with outsiders.
Quaru's Prize. Plus 5% damage with spells. Ooh. Let's buy that. Lots of... Oh, a lot of cool crafting materials. Good shit.
Do you have to keep everything you pick up?
I don't know why I went to you. Also, why is Maya the one trading? So, let's see. Well, obviously not you. Those are your area of effects. Spell damage or area of effect? We replace one of these. Hey, congrats! You can get, oh, where'd it go? What? There it is. Here, have these. Feel better. place. Yeah, I was assuming that all these are... Like, Capella is just the lady we talked to,
Kira,
right? Yeah.
what now?
I need a place to rest. A simple read mat. Thank you. I don't need it that much. I'll be fine. Outlander. Auta. Paro. Whoops. A round-bellied man stands at ease before a cluster of hardened fighters, their fists balled and brows furrowed. Murmurs of tense discussion slow to a halt as a woman at the head of the crowd steps forward clutching a spear.
The outsider must leave. Oreo Koiki will not be parceled off and bought with foreign lies.
She sweeps her spear-tipped gesture in your direction.
Only the handsome fish can stay.
She waves his spear point toward Takeu. He swallows and raises his palm in mute greeting.
Ruasari would never let that happen. Where is your confidence in Aranga?
I take it there's a problem.
You are the problem. We do not track dirt in our home.
We are no better than the outsiders if our Mataru act like inhospitable savages. Where is the courtesy and welcome of the Wahaki?
His questions cast a ripple of unease over every listener.
If you have such love for outsiders, let this one speak for herself.
I travel with Ngadi's Chosen. You'll keep me honest.
I will? I mean, Akira, I will.
Takeu bows his head and touches his forehead.
If the outsider turns on us, I say I will drag you through Tangaloa's maw with me.
She curls her upper lip at Aparo.
For all our sakes, may I be proven wrong.
Nodding to the assembled fighters, she signals them to disperse.
On behalf of those who remember our manners, welcome to Oreo Koiki.
He sighs and shakes his head at the warriors before refocusing on you. Is there usually so much infighting when outsiders show up?
Akira, I say circumstances have made us rough around the edges. Outsiders come with cannons, nets, torches. They do not come to talk.
Why are the Wahaki so protective of their land?
We safeguard any land that the trading companies have not stolen out from under Anakaza's throne. The islands will fall if the tribes do not recall our past and Ngadi's covenant.
Ngadi's covenant?
Ngadi bade her followers to protect the islands, the tribes, and the luminous Adra. For this, she gave us the power to shape her domain. If we fail in our charges, the birthright of the Huana disappears. The Wahaki remember this. The Kahanga, they forget.
When he turns to face Takeu, Aparo's joyful face creases blurry.
Some of us remember. What we choose to do with the memory is ours to decide.
Takeu glances away. Why so much concern over the past?
We lost much of ourselves when Cataclysm scoured the Deadfire. Somewhere among the islands, there's a place where we...
He stops himself and bites his lower lip. Ukaizo!
Akira, my apologies, but I should say no more. Ask. I am pleased to be making a new friend.
What can you tell me about Ruasare?
She is our Ranga, and the strength of our tribe.
Stands tall, wearing a proud grin.
I have never seen her without a mouthful of koiki. Even in battle, she wears a bandolier of fruit.
A bandolier?
A spirited, passionate, and very hungry woman is my Risare.
Are you married?
Takera, I doubt he even knows the meaning of the word.
Takeu slaps his hand over his eyes, grinning with embarrassment.
I am familiar with the foreign obsession with vows.
He favors you with a friendly smile.
When it strikes Risare's fancy that we should sleep under one roof, we do so vigorously.
I didn't need that.
Some think I influence her judgment, but they have the wrong of it. My back is too fragile for the weight of authority, I say.
Huh? Sure.
Gue, I am ready.
On it.
Did you notice their face paint?
I mean, yes. I did. deal with it, Aloth.
Ah, the handsome fish leaps into my net once again, I say.
A smile rises to Wata's face as she catches sight of Takeo.
Wata, how is my little Koiki?
Rotten, pugnant. All the reasons you didn't fight when I gave you back to the sea. I did not think you'd swim back, fish.
I said nothing.
I am here on business.
Not pleasure? Tell me what they have done with the true Takehu.
You are a delight as ever, I say. And keep the tribe safe, Wata.
It is what I do. You keep swimming, Takehu. It is what you do.
She sighs and gives him a warm look before turning away.
Watch yourself, my handsome fish.
Okay.
That mural. That's the same headdress Theos wore.
The mural's quite faded, but you still recognize the distinct silhouette of Theos Ix Arcanon. Great. The copper brazier reeks of ashes and burnt hair. A layer of soot and detritus line the blackened concavity. Place a bomb? What is with this area? Examine the brazier. Among the ashes you find charred fruit pits, scraps of parchment, shards of pottery, animal bones, and matted bundles of singed hair. Nothing else about the brazier stands out to you as interesting or relevant.
Tell me.
Wow, this is big. There's a lot going on here. The broad-shouldered woman on the throne lifts her gaze to meet yours. White face paint adds a grim aspect to her stoic demeanor. Smoldering braziers fill the air with oppressive heat, but she sits at ease.
Her face paint. You don't suppose...
Ruasara turns her gaze to Aloth, quickly falls silent. She returns her focus to you.
I am the Ranga of this tribe, and will not hesitate to send your soul through Tangaloa's maw if you threaten my people.
She steeples her fingers and watches your every move. Say nothing.
The chosen of Ngati is a welcome sight, I say.
She turns her attention towards Takeo with a pause of recognition.
Akara, my thanks to you, dear Ranga, though I bring you no omens this day.
Takeo inclines his head and touches the spot of his brow with 2 fingers.
You have the gift of our hospitality during this audience. Do not abuse it.
A studious-looking man to the Ranga's side scrutinizes you.
But will our hospitality be returned?
A trembling mystic consults a palm full of runes. The Ranga silences him with a look. Sitting forward in her seat, she opens her fist to reveal a plump kuiki fruit. She takes a deep and thoughtful bite.
Takehu, I say we have troubles enough without my people fighting over you.
Akara, just so. I will keep my hands to myself this time.
Jesus, Takeo. She nods, turning her focus back to you.
Mbeta softened his heart against outsiders. Akira, I will hear this one. The Queen sent you to remind us we are vassals. Is that all?
She sets the kuiki down on the armrest and opens her palm, inviting you to speak. Queen Onakaza II proposes an alliance with the Wahaki.
Queen. I am thinking you are very free with this meaningless outsider word. Foreigners hold the islands upside down, shaking them to loosen their riches. Onikaza gives them comfort. Akira, these are not the actions of a queen.
You don't think she's just biding her time?
Bah! Then she never should have let the foreigners take a step onto Deadfire soil. You think the queen is cunning, but she is on the brink of losing her power.
Urisare makes a disgusted, sweeping motion with her hands. You're falling for the same trap that the foreigners are, assuming that she's weak on the basis of appearances. Urisare opens her mouth to speak out against you, but stops herself.
The Kahanka queen shows her belly so that the enemy will overlook her claws.
She nods to herself.
This is a worthy tactic. Valia and Rawatai are foolish enough to fall for it.
It is dangerous to make such a gamble with my people. We are more accustomed to these games than you.
Onikaza can enjoy her false sense of security for a bit longer.
Akira, you are as blind as your countrymen.
Her lips peel back in a fierce grin.
Before I agree to Onikaza's terms, I must deal with a pest of my own. Not as large as the trading companies, but nearly as vicious. You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire?
A shadow falls over Ruasare's eyes as she lowers her brow. I'm familiar with the practice.
To buy and sell kith is the work of monsters. These slavers hunt the waters around Oreo Kuiki. Like cowards, they shy away from the deeper jungle.
In spite of Ruasare's hearty guffaw, not a trace of humor reaches her eyes.
They steal my people from their fishing boats and sell them like pigs at auction. Where is Onikaza to stop them?
Ruasare opens her arms and searches left and right.
Someone must teach them the meaning of Wahaki vengeance, I say.
You're talking about Crooksburg. I already dealt with them.
Could this be true?
She glances at her attendant. Oh, that's what the head is for. The priest consults his bones. His brow raises and he nods to the queen.
What say? If those parasites drew their final breaths, I would hear of it.
Master Kua is dead. His business is finished.
While Onikaza plays at diplomacy, we are the spear in the guts of our enemies.
So all the faction quests basically lead you to Crooksburg. Well, did the Rawatines send me there?
I have come to expect troubling news from outsiders. Today is no different, but at least you bring me a tale for my grandchildren.
Nodding to herself, she looks you up and down, weighing something unspoken.
Rawatayan warships circle Crooksburg, and the cries of bondage carry across the waves like the song of injured gulls.
You left Crooksburg leaderless. You had to expect someone would occupy the vacancy. She chews the inside of her cheek and holds her silence.
Tell Onikaza that the Wahaki accept her authority. If the time comes when she needs to show foreigners the breadth of her power, we will be there. The hospitality of the Wahaki is yours. Respect our ways, and cause no trouble.
Alright. Well, that's good.
Of course.
We did that quest, but we also need to talk to her about...
Come no closer, outsider.
Oh, I wanted to talk to her about the other shit. Read her soul. You reach into her soul, chasing that spark of recognition. You feel hundreds of births and deaths within her, forming and disappearing like bubbles in boiling water. You sift past them all, focusing your overwhelmed senses on the memory of a strange, foreign man. When at last you seize it, you find yourself in the very same throne room, but the conditions of the place and the memory of your host suggest that it is many, many hundreds of years ago, if not more. You are seated at the dais. A man is brought before you, dressed in stifling black robes. He reminds you of a corpse dressed for a funeral. He reminds you of something else too, but one of your attendants leans in and interrupts the thought before you can follow it. She tells you that this is the man you asked to see and that his people have been harassing yours. He calls himself Theos Ix Arcanen. Explain yourself, stranger. He gives you a smile that sets your teeth on edge.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods. You must remove yourself, lest you face the gods' wrath.
Indeed. The man is an even greater fool than you've been told. The gods surely take their time. We've lived here 200 years, and they have yet to raise an objection.
The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning.
Hi, Mr. Brooks. What will you change abduction day to? I don't know what I'm going to do on this Friday, but the hope is for the Friday after next, or after this Friday, is to start Pathologic 2, because that game will come out the Thursday before that, a week from Thursday. But that also depends on it running on my computer, and it is having, the demo has a lot of issues with my computer, despite the fact that I meet all the requirements, and the game runs fine until it crashes. But so that's the plan. If Pathologic 2 doesn't run well initially, which is going to make me very, very sad, then I'm not sure. You certainly feel your patience wearing thin. Who is he, this foreigner, to send your people from their halls and homes? And who is he to tell your people, the survivors, about the wrath of the gods? What an ungrateful guest evicts his hosts. Our ancestors built these places centuries ago. We will not leave. For a moment, his unctuous facade melts away, and he blinks at you and your attendants. You get the impression that your response has surprised him.
Your people cling tightly to their history.
His jaw is tight as he speaks. He swallows hard, as if gulping something unpleasant.
But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land.
You knew he was a fool, but now you suspect he is a dangerous one. His words are a lie, but like the very best lies, they contain the shadow of truth. Everyone knows foreigners once lived among your people, as guests, but they have not been seen in 200 years. What prickles the back of your neck is the question of how he might know this, and why he brings it to you. The murals in these places, and the stories of our ancestors tell it differently. How would you, foreigner, know our history better than our own grandfathers?
I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this.
He produces a helm with two horn-like protrusions and a mask attached. He's correct. You do recognize it. Your guards and attendants gasps. The man, Theos, smiles more broadly.
It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
Fucking Theos. At least that much is true. You turn to your guards. Seize him. Just as a look of surprise appears on Theos' face, the ancient Ranga's memory skips ahead. You're looking at Theos once more. This time, however, he and a score of robed men and women are bound amidst a heap of peat and wood. This time, he is staring at you in disbelieving fury. Are they burning him at the stake? Get fucked, Theos. You have gathered your people, told them that the foreigners before them are the same ones who came to the island centuries ago, and now your people are angry and frightened too, because every Oaxacan remembers the story of how these foreigners abused the hospitality of their Huana hosts. So great was their iniquity that the good gods destroyed the great city of Ukaizo, and many others besides. Watch now as I wipe their stain from among us. Interesting. So they blame the Ingwithans for the destruction of Ukaizo. Which... Your people cheer. Theos struggles and yells, but his words are drowned out. Let us never forget that this foreigner is a trickster, and his people a plague. Hundreds of Oaxacan stamp their feet and beat the ground with the butts of their spears. Still Theos scowls and thrashes in protest. From this day forward we must be vigilant. Let us root out such foreigners and keep our lands pure of their wickedness. The tribe cheers louder than ever. Young and old, Mataru and Raparu, all are united in purpose. A change seems to come over Theos. The struggle leaves his body and his rage departs his face. Good. Let him accept his end. Ah, if only. One of your attendants offers you a torch. Throw it onto the fire. You hurl the torch. The flames spread quickly. The foreigners scream as the fire advances, except Theos, who looks back at you with a strange smile of satisfaction. Pull back from the memory and the gruesome scene evaporates around you.
Why do you stare so?
What's the significance of your face paint?
The Wahaki show outsiders that we know their deceitful face.
She spits on the floor.
My ancestor knew this face well. She recalled its every hateful curve to the Wahaki histories. We wear the bone-white grimace of our enemies and take power from it.
I came across a ravaged ship not far from here.
Akira, outsiders know better than to draw close to Wahaki lands.
Fingers ball into a fist.
We leave the symbol of the war club as we have for generations. A warning, I say. A reminder.
A war club.
That war club looks like a much older version of the leaden key insignia.
Aloth leans close, whispering to you.
One which goes unheeded.
An enthused smile slowly forms and fades. Do you recognize the name Theos? Or the leaden key?
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
She frowns. Yet something in her soul sparks like a kindling held to flame. There's an ancient presence here with its own memory. Is this... Oh, this is just the same thing. Whoops. Which is kind of what I sort of expected, but...
Why do you stare so?
Singing Worth and Ruin makes for a cozy hideout.
Do not speak the name of those who felled mighty Ukaizo. Their spirits are unwelcome.
Usari narrows her eyes and studies you closely.
We do not hide. We are protecting a way of life that others would trample under their boots. The trading companies would strip the land that the gods gifted us and unmake the works of our ancestors. There is much to protect in the Deadfire. Too much for any single tribe.
She sighs, rolling her shoulder to release some of the tension. I came to discuss your slavery problem. Eyes brighten with joy. Rosari steps closer and embraces you roughly, clapping your back.
What say? If those parasites drew their final... While Onaka's up, I have come to... Rawatayan warship circle. Tell Onaka...
That... I don't think that was supposed to happen. I think I got bonus experience, which...
I will hear you, outsider. I know only that they clang and clash like
Okay. So, we can talk to Aloth, but not right now? Okay.
Tell me.
Back there, with the chieftain. Did you see something?
Oh, now we gotta talk. I wonder what the whole point of the bomb and the poison fruit, like...
You look like you have something on your mind.
Read an ancient memory in Ruisar's soul, found a link to the leaden key. Tell Aloth about the past life you glimpsed in Ruisar's soul, her long ago meeting with Theos, his warning about the ruins. Never seen the past, I should play it, but it might be through on. Okay. It's, yeah, I mean, so Pathologic 2 is it's a weird naming, but it's basically a remake of the original Pathologic, which is a really important game to me, and I'm really, but it's, yeah, it's really interesting and really good. Well, the original is, and I'm mostly just hoping that the technical stuff gets solved. Yeah, his warning about the ruins, her decision to execute him, and her mandate to the Wahaki to defend their territory from outsiders.
Diverus? That was the same story he told the Glanfathens. At least the Wahaki made him pay for his lie.
Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Leaden Key's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it.
Loth blinks, working through the implications.
Though not, it seems, in the way Theos intended.
Frowns, rubbing his chin.
That is little comfort. They were still doing his bidding.
What are you thinking, Aloth?
Belief is a curious thing.
Crosses his arms, settling back on the balls of his feet. I like Pelagina's stepping into this as the other person who has met Theos.
Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Ingwithans, Theos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders.
Well, look around. Their environment surely pushed them in that direction.
Perhaps they would have reacted differently to it without Theos' intervention. It's not just that the Wahaki misread Theos' original message. It fundamentally changed them.
Purses his lips.
They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism.
Worry burrows into the shadows and creases on his face. And this has got you thinking about the consequences of your intervention?
You see all the ninnying I suffer from this lad? Right sure 'tis ratting all around in his noggin.
Oh, shut up. Whatever your name is. Isilmer?
You know me too well.
His wry grin doesn't quite banish his air of melancholy.
I've been chasing the leaden key, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse?
You're not. Private agony muffles his voice. His breath catches in his throat as the full weight of his words hit him.
Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting involved?
Those scars and lines and newfound purpose, you catch a glimpse of the Loth you knew 5 years ago. Scared, alone, desperate for direction. Well, no one can know everything, so we've all got to do the best we can with the resources we have.
When you put it that way, mine does sound like a rather flimsy excuse, doesn't it? Perhaps it was naive to think I could dismantle a 2,000-year-old organization in a single lifetime. But it's worth it to try.
Well, just remember not to be too hard on yourself.
Indeed not. I've got Isilmer for that.
It is Isilmer.
The strange thing is, this whole ordeal has given me some sympathy for Theos. Not that I condone his actions, of course.
He quickly clears his throat.
But I can't imagine he thought he'd destroy an entire generation either. Well, not in the beginning, anyway.
I don't know. That seems fairly intentional to me. He clasps his hands and presses his lips together, trying to formulate a thought. When he opens his mouth again, he speaks as if he's choosing his words carefully.
What I mean to say is, he thought he was doing the right thing. Even at the end.
I mean, we do all justify our actions, but the point is, he was bad. It doesn't really matter what he thought he was. Theos was wicked. His actions are proof enough of that.
I worry things aren't so simple.
No, they are.
Still, perhaps you're right. At any rate, it'll be a relief to move forward. It was always too comfortable to leave the hard decisions to others. To simply follow along.
Cocks his head in reflection and inclines it towards you.
I only wonder now what sort of decision you'll have to make when we finally confront Aethys.
We'll find out when we reach him. No point in guessing.
A reasonable point. Anyway, thank you. This has lifted a great burden from my shoulders.
Let's get going. Yeah. What a... Alright, I guess that's... Yeah. Okay. So we do need to go back to Nekataka. Oh, we can go talk to, like, these guys.
I would pray louder if it kept outsiders away from Oreo Kawiki.
Barapo straightens his bearing and looks down his nose at you.
I say Bruasare would not like it if I denied you hospitality.
What's your role in the tribe?
I keep the gods at bay.
Touches his brow with a shaking hand.
The tribe balances on the edge of ruin, and my burnt offerings appease those who watch over us.
Sure they do.
Godlessness raised the Green Man, and the gods will put him back down, I say.
Oh, the Green Man. Yes, Aothas. How do you and Tangara get along?
Poorly. He ventures away from our islands and invites the wrath of the gods, I say.
He folds his arm and squeezes his shoulders.
May Ngati devour that outsider construct he dragged back with him.
Oh, he brought the robot. I was wondering about that. Which is this thing. Construct trembles and rattles, its vacant gaze wandering without purpose. Habit and routine are seemingly the only forces keeping it upright. Maybe you'll prove useful later. So I'm guessing if you're... Yeah, it seems like there's a... So the bomb would kill that guy. Presumably there's some way to do it, something to, I'm guessing something to mess with that kills this guy, or you can poison the fruit to kill the chief. I don't know why you would need to do these things. Maybe if you're coming here for
Unlike
somebody
Bravo,
else.
I do not use this as a term of offense, I say.
He gives you a pleasant smile. I wonder if the other factions send you here to kill them.
We do not see many visitors on Oreo Koiki. Those who come seldom leave.
You said that outsiders don't tend to leave?
They come asking our Ranga to show her belly in surrender. Instead, she shows them their guts at the end of a spear.
He grins and makes a thrusting motion with both hands. What are your thoughts on Barapo?
How he fills our home with the stink of his burnt offerings.
He wrinkles his nose and waves his hand in his spelling motion.
A rational mystic burns incense or candles, but Barapo burns koiki, rotten meat, and bundles of hair. Nothing is spared his flame if it appeases the gods.
He told me that your construct has fallen on hard times.
Ikera, he talks too much. A valuable lesson about animancy, I say. There is quality and there is cheap, but never both.
He sighs, patting one of his pockets to the jingling of a few shells.
The rust bucket does not follow my instructions and ignores my command words.
Well, I can take a look at it for you.
I am appreciating the offer, but it is better if I learn how to operate my degraded friend. I would be a poor host if the ironclad thing decided to remove your skin.
So this is personal metaphysics? Because we definitely have party metaphysics over 5. Well, I've dealt with worse. He chuckles, but the humor doesn't quite reach his eyes.
Ikera, I can see that well enough from here. Here, the command words. They do me little good.
Passes you a tattered scroll and shrugs, smiling wanly. Also, this document is drafted in a careful official hand. Another author appears to have made several hasty additions. To our valued customer, on behalf of the dedicated staff at the Consignment and Salvage Clearinghouse, we'd like to congratulate you on your recent purchase of 1 construct, salvage, refurbished. Per your contract with our licensed dealer, Remo Caldera, salvage marker 56221, payment of trade goods and undisclosed services has been accepted. We hope you are pleased with your order. Sincerest regards, Rowan Jakin, Shipping Quartermaster, CASC. Patrol command unreliable. Attack command unreliable. Guard command unreliable. Functionality highly dependent on pronunciation and emphasis. Good luck. Well, that's funny. Like, can I just have a loss fix it up? I feel like you can speak the words of the command scroll. Oh, it seems that conflicting instructions of too many masters led to the rapid degeneration of this construct's short-term memory. What construct's memory? You draw out the babbling and coherent mess of instructions received over the years. The construct trembles throughout the procedure. The construct now stands at ease, regarding its surroundings with fresher clarity. So yes, you can order it to kill him. So let's not do that.
Sure.
That seems, yeah, I don't know what I'm guessing, I guess they sent you here to, like, destabilize these guys or something, but...
Visitor, I hope your time...
Is that not a... I guess it's not a quest. It's just a thing you can do for him.
Right.
You know, assuming you're not killing them. Alright, let's leave. Let's leave, and then...
My sister returns grinning with accomplishment and speaking your name. Well done, outsider.
Watch yourself, my handsome fish.
Akira, what now?
Know anything about this odd-looking Kuiki? Following study, frowning, she studies the fruit in her open palm, plugging it gently with her index finger. Kuiki rocks back and forth.
Do not eat this.
She makes a complex warding gesture with her hands.
It is infested. The wood-strangling wasp planted its larvae in this Kuiki.
She glances off to the tree line.
I will alert the others. Do not eat it unless you want insects to burrow through your windpipe and hollow you out from the inside.
I don't. Yeah, that'd be bad. Alright, bye guys. So we didn't quite make it to the main plot, but that was pretty main plot adjacent. And we'll probably make it to the main plot. I hope we make it to the main plot next time. We only got from here to here. Cleared up this square. So yeah, we need to go back to Negataka, which we won't do immediately. So we also need to... We've found 2 of these islands, so the other island is... Must be over here somewhere. Unless we needed to do that. No, we did that. I'm trust it's over here somewhere. Okay. And otherwise we have bounties. What? Well, that's not what happened there. Oh, so those are Wahaki that we rescued from Crookspur. Alright, gotcha. Alright, let's save the game. Okay. Well, thanks everyone who joined me tonight for Deadfire. Maybe like 83 hours into this game, but still really enjoying it. I have no idea how much is left. It might be a lot. Let's go to the schedule. So, yeah, I should be back next week with more Deadfire, and I will hopefully be back tomorrow to play Shadowrun Hong Kong, which I didn't get to play last week because I was busy Tuesday and Thursday, surprisingly. But yeah, we have a bunch of missions open in that, I believe, still. I'm going to try to... We've basically only been getting through 1 per stream, so... but it's a fun game. I'm really enjoying it, just like Dragonfall. So that's fun. This is the rest of the schedule. Like I talked about a little bit earlier, Fridays is going to be something different. I'm not sure what, since we finished Abduction. Sunday may also be something different, or not, depends on how I feel. uh, but we'll see. Yeah, schedule also below the stream. You can follow for notifications when I go live. You can sub for emotes of my cats. I really appreciate everyone who hangs out and chats. It's a lot of fun for me. Hope it's fun for you. And I hope that you stop by again in the future. Good night.
So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. I say so long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. It's been great to play and sing together in the box, and now it's time to say goodbye. So long, farewell to you, my friends. Goodbye for now, until we meet again. Goodbye for now, until we meet